Silicon Valley Bank, which has collapsed, was a big lender to tech companies, including startups, and that's got many to question what's next for new companies in technology in Canada. Could there be a damaging domino effect here where it makes it harder for them to find financing? Let's bring in Kim Furlong, CEO of the Canadian Venture Capital and Private Equity Association. Kim, thanks for joining us.
Morning, Andy. Pleasure to be.
You were on your phone, you were texting, I'm sure you were on social media over the weekend with colleagues in the venture capital arena trying to work out what the impact of this thing would be?
It was a tumultuous weekend, high in emotion for many of our members, venture capital investors, and their portfolio companies, as people realized that access to the capital that they had at Silicon Valley Bank has been frozen. Luckily, many of the actors in the ecosystems, banks and smaller lenders, the venture capital VC space, like the VC lending, the debt, as we would say in the industry, reached out very quickly to a number of companies and helped them navigate the weekend.
Yeah, because we did. I mean, some Canadian companies, I don't think we have any kind of firm figures, did have money on deposit with Silicon Valley Bank, for example.
Yes, so for your viewers, the Silicon Valley Bank is only authorized in Canada to give loans or lines of credits that were revolving, something that would resemble an ELOC. Yet some companies that add dealings with U.S. GPs and operations in the U.S. open some bank accounts with Silicon Valley Bank, and a very small portion of them add deposits that were frozen up until Monday morning.
I see. Tell us what it's like. I mean, obviously, it's been rough. Let's put up a 5-year chart for the NASDAQ 100. Tech startups have seen a drop in their valuations for more than a year now. Has it been harder for smaller tech companies and startups to raise money?
It has been, but the interesting angle here, Andy, is that because of valuations dropping, we saw a number of tech companies choosing to use venture debt versus doing an equity round to navigate that dip in value, and that provided them with some liquidity without having to go to investors with what they call a down round, so a lower value of your company, which meant that in Q4, if you looked at the CBCA market reports in Q1, we saw a higher use of venture debt in the Canadian market than we've had previously.
Are the big banks in Canada, do they do a good job of financing venture and tech companies, or are they just more interested in lending to oil companies, for example?
No, they do an excellent job. I think the three leaders would be Bank of Montreal, CIBC Innovation, and RBCX. All of them are well capitalized. We also have smaller venture lenders in the space, Expresso, Vistara Growth. So there's a number of players out there that are doing a good job. On the banks, it's a small portion of their overall investment, and they were fabulous in reaching out to members the weekend and offering them terms that were similar to what they had with Silicon Valley Bank.
Did you yourself, what kind of reputation did Silicon Valley Bank have? I mean, they were very creative, I know. In some ways, they started a special unit for financing vineyards, for goodness sake. So did you have any dealings, or what kind of reputation did they have?
A great company, a great business model. In essence, I think their investment decisions in locking a lot of their liquidity in assets that were illiquid is what led to their demise. But I would say they had very friendly terms to startups and tech companies, and were operating globally. In Canada, their book of business would have been under $1 billion, but they were a great addition. They came into the Canadian market in 2019. And to me, competition is great. More players in the market means, better terms. And they played an instrumental role in serving this emerging asset class in Canada, because I was talking to your producer earlier and telling them, Canada is the second largest tech hub globally after Silicon Valley. It spans from coast to coast and goes deep in a multitude of verticals of investing.
Very quickly, because we're almost out of time, we know that Toronto's got a lot of venture tech. We know Waterloo, Ontario does. We know Montreal has a decent, and Vancouver. Is there any other city in Canada that's coming up in terms of tech startups?
Yes, definitely. Keep an eye on Alberta. Both Calgary and Edmonton last year had spectacular results, and they're probably the province that did the best in 2022 in terms of growth year over year venture dollars invested.